What's up, race fans? My name's Owen, and welcome back to the Ben Fender Podcast. And in this one, I will be reviewing the NASCAR finale from Phoenix Raceway. And a couple things before the race started. Big news coming out earlier in the week. Jimmie Johnson is returning to NASCAR and is signing with Petty GMS. So, I'm happy Jimmy's back. And then the sad news. So, just before the race yesterday, it was reported that Coy Gibbs, who is the father of Ty Gibbs and the son of Joe Gibbs, passed away right before the race. Which means that Ty Gibbs was not there at the race. And most likely Joe Gibbs was also not at the race. My condolences goes out to the family. It was a tragic loss right before the finals. And yeah, so that was some sad news going into the race. Now, getting back to the race itself. So Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney started on the front row. And for this race, my thought was going to be, I was going to label who the leader was. And if it wasn't a playoff driver, I was going to label the highest playoff driver. So that's what I ended up doing in this race. So the first stage was 60 laps. So Joey Logano leads. A little while into the run, Corey LaJoie makes contact with Ryan Blaney. Nothing happens. And Joey Logano wins stage 1. It was a dominant stage by Joey. He just pulled away from everyone. And after stage 1, there were 8 cars laps down. So the second stage was 125 laps. Joey Logano wins the race off pit road. Then Landon Castle spins, hitting the wall, and he ends up collecting Ricky Stenhouse Jr., bringing out the first caution, and Castle is out of the race. Then after that, Eric Jones takes the lead. Logano's still the highest playoff driver. Then Joey Logano retakes the lead. Then green flag pit stop start. And then Ryan Blaney takes the lead and ends up winning stage 2. At the end of stage 2, there was 1 car out of the race, and there were only 19 cars on the lead lap. So the final stage was 120 laps, I think, somewhere around there. Ryan Blaney wins the race off pit road. Elliott and Logano have a good battle for 5th. Then Tyler Reddick and Michael McDowell spin, bringing out the second caution. And then after that, Chase Elliott spins off the nose of Cindric, and Elliott hits the wall, bringing out the third caution of the race. Yeah, there was nothing Chastain could have done. Elliott just turned down. Elliott just went to go down to the bottom a little more, not realizing Chastain was there. Then Logano leads the playoff drivers. Then green flag pit stop start. Then Allmendinger takes the lead. Bowman takes the lead. Then Blaney retakes the lead. Then Michael McDowell spins Alex Bowman, who hits the wall, bringing out the fourth caution. Chase Briscoe wins the race off pit road. And then at this point, Brad Keselowski had a fire on the car due to buildup of rubber, like we've seen throughout this year. Keselowski is out of the race. And then Martin Truex Jr. got a speeding penalty on pit road. Then Joey Logano takes the lead. And Joey Logano wins the race and wins the championship. All in all, a dominant day by Logano. The only car that could really have challenged him today was Blaney. But since Blaney is Logano's teammate, he wasn't going to pass him. So the top five were Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, and Kevin Harvick. So the final two playoff drivers, so Christopher Bell ended up finishing 10th, and then Chase Elliott finished 2 laps down in 28th. All in all, this wasn't really an eventful race. There wasn't really much passing, other than at restarts, which there weren't very many of those. I'm going to give this race a 6 out of 10. So this is going to be my final NASCAR review of the year. I'll still do the 2 F1 reviews. I don't know if I'm going to do anything in the off season. I guess we'll get there when we get there. So please remember to like and subscribe, as well as go follow my other 2 channels, one being my main of Fan Rantan, and one being a D&D one called Drunkards and Dumbasses. Both those are in the description below. Please go and check those out, and we will see you in the next one, which I'm pretty sure is the Brazil Grand Prix. Right? I think. Well, see you next time. Peace.